Welcome back everyone. Yesterday we split off from Farah. She went in to save the injured troops, and then we went into this main temple area to chase and kill the Vizier. So let's see how far we can go today, and hopefully we can catch up to him.
To conquer a city is one thing, but to do so with such a violence and cruelty is something else entirely. I will return every blow he has landed against my kingdom.
We are close, Prince. So close. Let us make him suffer.
And that line the prince just said, that's kind of like a mirror of the first game when he said he'll plunge the dagger into the Vizier's heart. That was back at the very beginning of the first game when the prince first got tracked into releasing the Sands of Time. If you guys remember, that was back in the guest room area. And while our dynamic with Farah is a little bit different in this game, our dynamic with the Vizier stays the same compared to the first game. The Vizier is still always one step ahead of us. Oh, and I should mention, like, these hounds are especially dangerous as the Dark Prince, just because they already do a lot of damage. But then with the Dark Prince you also have to worry about your own health drain. So what can happen is that they can take you down to 10% health, and then your own health drain will actually kill you, and that will basically stop you from progressing the game, even though you've completed a combat encounter. So with the Dark Prince you want to be really careful fighting those guys. And fortunately, because the Dark Prince has so much more attack power, then you can also fight off those hounds a little bit easier.
Come closer, that I might share these treasures with you.
You know what? I'll just skip this up. Even though I really wanted to do the assassination. And yeah, if you guys are paying attention to the background, that's the Vizier referring to himself as Servan again, the god of time. And that's part of the cut content that I was talking about a couple days ago, I think. Or was it yesterday?
Line of defense fallen. These men served my family well. With their defeat, the city is fully in the hands of the Vizier.
And over here we want to be a little bit more careful, just because if you hold your forward button, then the prince can actually get butterflipped and slip off the moment he lands on that wall. Here's a chest. Oh, no! Auto targeting.
Like the light.
Alright, we got the chest. Okay. So let me just come over here, get some more health back.
Join your brethren in the afterlife.
And we have some returning enemies from the previous game. We have the shadows making a return over here. And they are basically every bit as annoying as everybody else can remember. See, Oh my god. Can we catch him, please? Yes, there we go.
Every time I reach him, he slips away. Why will he not just stay and fight? It would make things so much simpler.
It is not always about combat, Prince. Some battles are waged in other ways, on other terms. I fear we have underestimated our opponent. Let us not make the same mistake a second time.
Or you have overestimated yourself. Oh, and if you are wondering, like, why do we have an extra door back there? It's because this is the extra door, and over here inside is another health upgrade. And this one's a little bit simple compared to the other ones that we were doing previously. So we're just hopping from springboard to springboard, and then we'll do this final segment with these falling pillars. Oh, oops. Wait. And that's the health upgrade. Pretty short. I wish they made these challenges a little bit longer. I was trying to see if I can just wall jump into the next monkey bar, but I guess I missed that. I missed the jump and landed inside the hole instead. Oh, are there any sand over here? Yes.
Babylon had finally fallen, and none were left to come to the prince's aid. He was now the city's only hope. If he failed, his entire world could be lost. For the Vizier was not content to simply be a king. No. He fancied himself a god. The question now was whether the prince realized the position he was in. And if he did, would he accept this responsibility? Would he become a hero?
Are you all right?
He has escaped. And you? What of the troops?
Dead. All dead. But I saw the Vizier. Or whatever it is he's become. He flew towards the palace.
Then we know where to go.
All right. But I seem to be, well, stuck. Could you find a way to open this door?
I understand the principles of courtesy, but I think you take things a bit too far.
Do you understand the principle of being stuck? Like being stuck inside a washing machine? Do you know where that leads to? If you did, then you wouldn't be complaining, would you? Oh, and I think... Oh, this is a double. Come on. This is a double. Get closer. There we go. And over here we have a pretty cool assassination puzzle that we get to play with. So if we look at these guys right now, those two guys at the back, they are covering the back of this one guy that's patrolling, that's moving. So we need to find a way to take out those guys before this guy that's patrolling right now turns his eye back towards the other two that are stationary. So like you see all these interactable objects, all these holes in the wall, they look like a little bit redundant, but they're actually here for us to make the assassination puzzle work. Yeah, so we have just enough time to take out that guy, and now we need to find another way to take out this other one. And it actually took me a couple of tries to figure how this one works when I was doing the practice. So what we should do right now is wait for this guy to come over, and then we'll get a double from here. I guess he wasn't close enough. Oh, I think I'm on the wrong pillar. Okay, yeah, I'm on the wrong pillar. Wait, am I? Yeah, yes I am. Okay. So I need to use this guy that's patrolling to be the start of the double, as opposed to the other one that's stationary. Over here, these two guys is just a quick little double. There's nothing too special about these two guys.
Thank you, Prince.
Of course. The problem is, now I am trapped.
Just like a woman. Solving her problem creates a new one for you.
Shut up.
Allow me to return the favor, then.
You were saying?
Go on, then.
I hope Farah is all right.
You are spending way too much time looking after the girl. Is this necessary?
Yes?
You sound upset. Are you jealous?
Just focus on getting to the palace.
Oh, I think I should have gone the other way. Wait, no, this is the right way. What? Wait, let me try again. There we go. Why is there like a little bump over there? Like, that's confusing. Whatever.
There you are.
Keep your voice down. There are enemies below.
Okay, but see if you can do something about these crates. I cannot get past them.
Do you understand now? This is the sort of thing that slows us down.
I don't mind. She can slow me down anytime she wants. And over here, we need to wait for the other guy that's patrolling to go away. And I think we need to wait for the next cycle, because it takes a long time to assassinate this guy underneath us. It takes like 5 stabbings or something. So just wait, and the moment he turns around, then we'll start the assassination. Alright, go. Yeah, we have just enough time before he turns back around. And I think we can just jump, right? Can we? Yes. And then wait for the other guy to come back, and then we can do a double. Over here we have another puzzle. So this commander can turn around and look over here, and then this other guy over at the back, he can just come over here like this. But these two guys, oh, I think I scrolled too fast. So these two guys will never be close enough for us to get a double. So basically for all of these guys we have to kill them all one by one. So I guess I can take out this guy first. Oh, I think I broke one of those baskets. That's one. Oh god. I don't think I have enough time before the other guy turns around. So they can't see us right now. Wait for the next cycle. And we can't just, after taking out that guy, we can't just bum rush this other guy over there, because this commander is positioned in a way where he will spot us just as we are trying to sneak towards the back of this guy. So if you try to bum rush him, then the commander will see us. And it's kind of cool how they can just add so much more layers to one encounter just by positioning the enemies in a careful manner.
I can see the palace from here. Make your way to me.
Oh, and I actually needed this basket because I can't wall run high enough to reach the the switch.
At last, we have returned.
Did you hear that?
If you know what is good for you, say no.
Farah, we must press on. I am sure she will be all right.
Are you mad? She was begging for her life. She said there were others.
No, we can afford no more delays.
Good. Put her in her place.
These are your people. You are their prince. And yet you would leave them to suffer?
That man has taken everything from me. And now that I have the opportunity to punish him, you want to delay me? Have you forgotten what he did to you?
But
You are burdened by a guilty conscience, Farah. He made you watch as your people suffered, unable to aid them. You are not to blame. Do not let it cloud your judgment.
It is not I who suffers from clouded judgment. You may choose not to help them, but you cannot stop me.
I go to kill the Vizier, to end this, while you run about applying bandages to axe wounds.
Good riddance. She has been nothing but a distraction, always getting into trouble and slowing us down.
She's a really
Finally.
pleasant distraction.
What?
Something could happen to her. I cannot lose her again.
No, no, no! You're so close.
Farah? Where have you gone off to?
Shall I continue my story from here? So she had reached the prince. He feared for her safety. Even if it was just one person, at least now he thought of someone other than himself.
And we'll be going a little bit longer today just because we are very close to an important story beat, and we are also very close to the second boss. So we'll actually be stopping after we defeat the second boss today, just because it also lines up really quickly with I guess I can talk about this later. Oh, this is just because us beating the second boss is what triggers an important story beat. So it just lines up really nicely for us to be making a stop after we defeat the second boss.
I cannot let Farah see me like this.
Worried she will prefer the new you?
We shall once again with our eyes melt to face. I'm sure it will be love at first sight.
I mean, you are really handy in the fight though. You do a lot more damage compared to the regular priest.
Better luck this time. Is this necessary?
Yes.
Yes.
You're sure?
Yes.
Yes.
Fine. Waste your valuable time rescuing the princess. I can only imagine what the Vizier is doing right now. Probably expanding his army, torturing innocent citizens, deciding what kingdom to conquer next. What he should be doing is dying.
I have not forgotten my mission.
Could have fooled me.
Oh, and these guys are another really bad enemy type. These are the blade dancers, I guess I can call them. And they are basically a combination of the concubines from the first game and the two humanoid bosses from the second game. So what they can do is that they can, by default, they'll be doing this kind of blade dance move, and if you get too close, they'll just slice you up like that. So what you need to do is you need to use you need to attack them from like maximum range, or later on when we get more sand powers, just use our sand powers to blast them away. But otherwise, if you try to attack them in melee combat, then you'll just get sliced and diced. Ow! Can we catch up to this guy? There we go. They are a lot easier to fight as the Dark Prince, just because the Dark Prince has his chain whip, and the chain whip has such a long range that he doesn't really have a lot of problem fighting them normally. But if you are fighting them as the regular Prince, then you have to rely more on your sand powers.
On the island of time, you were so focused, so dedicated.
So selfish.
Nonsense. You were simply trying to protect what was yours. Where's the harm in that?
Look around. All of this destruction is my...
I forgot to activate the switch. Yeah, so we actually needed to activate this switch to bring the lamp down. Otherwise we can't swing across. And that's not really a fair comparison to compare to our focus right now to our focus back in the Island of Time. Just because we are back in the Island of Time, we were literally running for our lives, whereas right now we are not.
Traipsing through a brothel while your city falls apart. That's not what I call heroic.
I am here for Farah.
You're not here for her. You're here for you. She made you feel guilty, and you hope to prove her wrong. Your reasons for being here are hardly selfless.
You do not know my motives, and you do not know me.
I am you. And the sooner you realize it, the better.
Farah!
What do you want?
I have thought about what you said, and you are right.
Can't you see we're in the middle of a conversation? If you really do desire death, kindly wait your turn.
I have killed most of the guards. It should be safe. Go and find the women. Free them. I will deal with her.
Yeah, so that's the second boss, and that is also the woman that lodged the chain whip into the prince's arm.
Wonderful work. You return to save Farah and then send her back into the thick of it while you run after this one. My
Is this where I should resume
Hero.
the tale next time?
You know as well as I do that the brothel is no longer dangerous. But if I do not kill that sand monster, she will pose a threat to Farah.
And this fight has two parts. The first part is just us fighting as the regular prince, and then we'll transform into the Dark Prince for the second half. And this first part over here is kind of like a reused version of the Kylina fight or the Shadi fight from the previous game. Like you guys can see, she uses the same moveset as those two bosses. Except obviously, because she's a kind of a like a middle of the way boss, like she's not the final boss, so she doesn't do as much damage as the other two. And I don't think she has that crazy kick from Shadi, but she still has the break defense swipe that Kylina has from the previous game, so you still want to be careful. And I think this is where the Dark Prince takes over. Yep.
No, not now!
And the rest of the fight, once the Dark Prince takes over, is basically free. All we need to do is we need to get to the same platform as she is. And then the moment we climb onto the platform, she's going to try to run away.
Following
Let me try
her?
to show this off. Yeah. So, the way the game wants us to catch her is just to climb onto the platform and then
Planning on
slow
giving
time
chase,
immediately.
Or do you want your enemy to escape?
Just, yeah. We'll get her, don't worry.
She mocks you, Prince. Go to her. Punish her!
Okay, so climb up and slow time, and then we can do one combo before our slow time runs out and she moves to a different platform. Just like that. And the rest of the fight is basically rinse and repeat. And then obviously these shadows are just over here to refill our sand power so we can continue to spam our slow time. Which is kind of a shame because the first part of the fight is actually pretty intense, but then once the Dark Prince takes over, then there's not much for us to do. And I think once we bring her down to like 10% health, which is right now, then she'll stop running and we'll have to fight her for good. And I wish she just had more like either reinforcements or more attacks that she can do to us, rather than just making us catch up with her the whole time. Oh no, we still have one more. I think this is when she stopped running. Still? Oh, I hope she's not glitched. It could be one of those FPS things where the game is running at too high of a speed, so like the trigger for her to stop running just doesn't work. Hopefully it works. Oh. Yeah, I think it might have broke. Alright, she's not running now? Okay. Oh, at least this fight didn't break. Otherwise that would have been a real shame.
You waste your time. The Vizier has already begun to transform the women I've imprisoned. You buy yourself hours at best.
if I had some sands for every time someone said that to me. Oh, I do.
The women are free and headed to safety. It was right of you to return... Prince? You're one of them?
No, Farah! This is not how it appears!
You're a sand monster! You lied to me all this time!
No! I have been tainted by the sands, this is true, but my mind and my heart are my own. Please believe me.
You stay away from me!
Should I continue from here when you return?
Yep, this is a good place to stop. So we have just defeated the second boss and then our secrets is out to Farah. So tomorrow we are going to have to chase her down and hopefully explain ourselves to her. So thank you everybody for watching and I'll see you guys tomorrow.